So I guess one thing about The Sims 4 that's a little bit unrealistic is that all Sims gain speed at all the same times. Nobody's more or less talented than somebody else. Wow, today we have 5 Shanices to test talents and weaknesses. So if you click on a sim and click on actions, it will say talents, weaknesses, and blocked skills. It also comes up under Simology, under special traits. So if we look at this Shanice, programming, she is a coding genius. So she will develop programming skills quicker, but she has charisma, struggling talker. Some Sims are naturally great public speakers. This Sim is not. Singing, a voice to remember. This Sim was born with the gift of a beautiful voice. Fitness, struggling, athletic. They struggle to develop athletic skills. So it seems like every single Sim will have 2 talents and 2 weaknesses. You could also change it though. Remove all weaknesses, and then under actions, I can add a weakness, and I can now make my Sim weak at acting. Where did you go, Shanice number 1? Come back, please. I can add a weakness for cooking. I can add a weakness for gardening. I mean, I could basically add a weakness for everything. Anyway, Shanice, why did you take your clothes off? Shanice number 1, you are insidious. Oh my god, and Shanice number 2. Oh, for Christ's sake. And Shanice number 3, you're ruining the mod review. Stop it now. One Shanice is bad enough, let alone 5 of them. Gosh, now we're bloody glitching now. The game always lags when it rains. Oh my god, now they're all getting naked and going outside. Stop it, Shanices. Anyway, to test how this actually works, okay, oh my god, I'm so annoyed with all these Shanices. I'm gonna give Shanice number 2 a talent for painting and photography. So to test this, I'm getting rid of all the household items. I'm sorry, Shanices, they're all gone. We've got 5 art easels here. I'm gonna have to turn autonomy off because they're really pissing me off. All the Shanices, please stand by your easels, ready to go.
I hate playing games, this shit. I'm fucking ganged out. It's like having a job working 24/7 for 2 days on the trot.
They're all ready to go. See, this reminds me of when I did psychology at university and I did experiments. Anyway, Shanice number 1, 3, and 5 do not have any talent or weakness related to painting, but Shanice number 2 is talented at painting, and Shanice number 4 is bad at painting. I'm getting them all to do a large classic painting. I've paused it, so hopefully they should start at the exact same time. I mean, this is The Sims 4, so maybe not. Okay, not precisely. Anyway, close enough. I'm doing it in speed 2, and you can see already, actually, Shanice number 2's skill is gaining a little bit faster than the other ones. And in fact, Shanice number 4, who's very weak at painting, she's taking a lot longer to paint, and she's very bad at it. But then the other 3 control Shanices, 1, 2, and 3, are painting it at basically like a median level. So I actually think that's amazing, although Shanice number 3 finished first, so it feels like they're all finishing at random times, which is not the same as skills. Oh my god, all of the skill notifications. I'm just gonna sound these, and now we're all gonna get the road to fame notifications, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I've got them all to do it again, and as you can see, the skills are still gaining a little bit differently, and I think it's really, really cool. See, this Shanice is already painting level 2, but this one is only painting level 1 still. Oh my god, look at all their paintings. To be fair, Shanice number 3, you have the best one. You do. Shanice number 5, her painting is screaming, "Get me out of this house now, I don't want to be here."
I just want my life back.
Another thing you can do is you can do disable skill gain. So for Shanice number 3, I can now disable her from gaining any more painting skill, because maybe like you're so bad at it, like you're so bad you just can't do anything. What this does, as you can see, when I click on the easel, it says Shanice cannot do this because of a blocked skill. In other words, Shanice is so bad at painting, like she won't even go near it. And I think that's so true to real life. Like some people are just so bad at things, they don't do things. Like I'd be so bad at coding, I would not even go anywhere near it. Do you know what I mean? So with this, when you block a certain thing, Sims won't autonomously do it. And I think it makes it so realistic because it makes it feel like Sims have their own like individual character. One of the biggest issues I think in The Sims 4 is Sims don't really feel that individual, even with traits. But this skill thing honestly helps to make them just feel a little bit more individual. You can also, it comes with a little cheats thing here in the menu, and it says block progress for all skills for Shanice. So So I can be a total bitch and make it so she can't do anything. She can't paint. If I get her to do chess, she cannot raise her chess skill at all. She's just doing it without any skill gain. I think that's absolutely savage. You can see here they're all locked at level 1. So that is bloody hilarious if you ask me. There is also a cheat to make Shanice acquire all skills half as fast. So if you just want to make skill gaining a bit more challenging across the board, if you just generally want to make skill gaining a bit more challenging, I can make it so that they go half fast. So you have to do a bit more of a grind, which I think can add to a lot of realism for those who think The Sims 4 is a little bit too easy. For those of you who love cheating, you can also make Shanice acquire all skills 2 times faster. So I can basically make her talented at everything. And as you can see, it is going up quite high, very, very fast. It's also a great mod if you want to set a skill level for a specific skill. So I could choose archaeology and just make it level 10. Does archaeology go up to 10 or does it just go up to 5? Yeah, it does go up to 10. So now, as you can see, she's got a level 10 archaeology skill, because obviously there is a cheat in the Sims 4 base game, which is something like stats.set.skill, something like it's a really long, complicated cheat, but this makes it a lot easier. And when you install it, by the way, it does randomly assign to basically every single townie. So if I just go to Glimmerbrook, go to this random household, you can see that, you know, who's this sim I'm on? This scared sim, Minerva Charm. They're all scared, for Christ's sake, of course they are. You wouldn't think a wizard would be scared of a bit of rain, but apparently they are. Anyway, I'm digressing. Music, talented at music, talented at writing, bad at gardening, bad at programming. If you ever played The Sims 2 free time, you will know how much fun it was to have like hobbies. Even The Sims 1 had a hobby system. Did The Sims 3? I'm not sure. But basically in The Sims 2, the way it works, Sims would be like naturally geared towards a certain type of thing, and they'd be better at doing that kind of thing. And this mod adds a Sims 2 free time. I know a lot of people have been begging for like a hobbies pack, and I think this is a really great kind of way to overhaul skills to make it like Sims have hobbies. If I make my sim very naturally talented at acting and charisma and comedy and dancing, that would be really great if you have the Get Famous pack and you want to make them like a natural celebrity. Or if you want to make it really tough, you can make them naturally weak at these things, but have your sim trying to, you know, become a celebrity and add that challenge. Maybe if you have the parenthood pack, you can set their weakness to the parenting skill and make it really tough raising children. Like, there's so many ways you can go about it. I think it adds honestly so much depth to gameplay. This is going to go in one of my top tier mods, guys. I know that's really dramatic of me to say, but I do have a list of top tier mods. I'm going to do a video once I feel like the mod list is complete. I'm doing a video of all my top mods, but I think this is going to go in there because I think it's literally amazing. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you might also enjoy the next one recommended. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Over the years, like, I've curated a lot of Sims 4 mods, some of which are now unfortunately dead because the modders don't update them, but others are still being updated and they're so official looking, and I really want to share them with you all.